I was in the house around 2. They came and told me that they brought a labor case. So I came out to do that. So when I came to the vital signs and the examination. So when I did the examination, I realized that the orifice was too small. So I explained to the relatives that she can't make it unless they get to hospital because she's a prime. She has never delivered. And if I would say I would do episode, but I can't suture. So they should go to hospital. So I told them. So I was told that, and they told me that they don't have means, so I should call ambulance to come and pick them. So they went for. I called the ambulance, and the ambulance came. When the ambulance, in fact, the ambulance delayed. So I was told the monitor, the BP2 was high, 130/90. So I was still monitoring the BP. So I was there after the referral. I kept the boot and I was monitoring the BP2. So I kept on calling the ambulance driver. I was calling the driver, always say that the road is no good. From Jirapa to that's our sub-distance. So we called Jirapa Hospital for the ambulance, and it was raining season. So the driver said the road wasn't good for them to speed to come in, so I should wait. So I called 4 times or so before they got to it. So I was still there with them when I realized that the woman made some loud sound and it started fitting, a chlamydia attack. So I gave this diazepam injection to calm her down. Then when I just finished, the car too arrived and they went to Jirapa Hospital. But on the feedback, they said they gave they did vacuum extraction.
I was not with my wife in the ambulance. My brother went with her, and the following day I followed up to see her.
The only thing I remember was arriving at the clinic. I lost consciousness after a while, and I thought I was dead. I can't tell you what happened to me after I arrived. If it had not been for the health workers, I don't know what I would have done. When I regained consciousness, I saw my baby lying by me.